He fucking glossed me. He glossed me.
For non-televised undercards, everybody was saying what a terrific fighter he is, and we got to give him a shot. And so, when we called him, she said, "Damn right, I want to take that fight. I want to show what I'm made of." And man, tonight he did. He not only won that fight, he won it decisively. I'm really, really proud of Terence Crawford. Come on.
Big T. Big T. Well, I got the call, you know, I just felt so confident in my abilities and my training camp that, you know, when I'm in shape, I don't believe nobody can beat me. Right. You know, so when they called me, no hesitation, let's go, because I felt, you know, I was in the dark. I should have been at this position, you know. So when they called me, I was, let's go. Everybody, they doubted me, saying, he punch hard, he's been on the top level, he's this, he's that. But people don't realize I done been on the top level too, you know, fighting amateurs at the top elite level, you know, same fighters to me. You know, we just ain't got no head gear. So when they called me for the fight, I was all for it, as you can see.
Terence, Steve Kim, Max Boxing, congratulations. 2 questions. Number one, is it your preference to fight at 135? And were you surprised or were you off-put by how big Greatest Prescott was?
To me, he wasn't big at all. You know, he didn't punch as hard as everybody say he did. You know, he was more slow than everybody said he was. You know, so I wasn't really impressed by nothing.
Do you want to be at 35? So is that your preference?
Yeah, 35, my main goal. You know, capture a title at 35 and then move up. That's the ultimate goal.
Terence, over here to you, right? Muhammad Mubarak, right? The Inland Valley. You were switching styles. You began conventional, then you went southpaw. Which way did you feel comfortable?
Both. At both, you know, I can fight both, you know, but I felt like he was getting more, you know, impatient and frustrated when I was southpaw by my movement and my jab, you know, so I felt that was the best style to fight him. You know, I wanted to get in there and mix it up, but I listened to my coaches. They said, just stick to the game plan, keep on doing what you're doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
At any point, did he hurt you?
No. But I heard you, though.
Terence, how you doing over here? With this fight, you know, you took a big leap in competition, and now you're fighting on HBO. You can't really take a step back to the level of guys you're fighting, obviously. Are you concerned that your level of activity is going to slow down to where you're fighting 2 to 3 times a year and your progression is going to slow?
No, I'll just leave that up to my...
Get ready to fight again in the summer. Tell him that. He's going to fight in the summer. I mean, but you're absolutely right as far as the quality of the opponents are concerned. This kid can fight anybody. There's not a 135-pounder around that can beat him.
And then also, Timothy Bradley said that there's nobody that can beat you at 140 or presumably 135. What does that mean to you to hear somebody like Timothy Bradley speak that highly of you?
Well, it means a lot. You know, me and Tim is real good friends. You know, and from that coming out of him, a world champion, you know, is just showing you and telling you where he thinks and he feels in his heart where I'm at. And I believe in it, and he believes in it. My team believes in it, so it means a lot.
And sorry, one last question for Bob. What do you think about maybe Mercedo Hessa or Raimundo Beltran as a possible opponent for Terence Crawford?
Well, you know, these guys will fight anybody, but you know, they have managers and so forth. I'm going to suggest various opponents to them, and then they'll let me know who they want to fight. I know they're ready to fight anybody. Ray Beltran would be a hell of a fight with him, but there are other guys. You know, there are other guys. So all I'm saying is it'll take off a few weeks. You got to get ready, come back maybe as early as probably July.
I'm ready.
And you know, while the quality of opponents is elevated, so is the money. That's important also.
On that money up. Right. Everybody know too much talking. Go in there and handle business. That's what I'm about.
Okay, any more questions? Cameron, you want to? Cameron doesn't talk. You guys want to say something? Yeah, come on. See, we got to break you in.
Hi, I'm Red Spikes, one of Terrence's coaches. I was very pissed off at the disrespect that Terrence got. We knew what we had. He has the most self-confidence that I've ever seen in a person. He's a throwback fighter. The fighter, like, he belongs in the 80s. You know, when everybody fought everybody. He'll fight anybody, anytime, anywhere. And he showed that tonight. You know, we didn't get a lot of support at home. We didn't get a lot of support from various people. But I think we got their respect tonight. I think everybody needs to take notice right now. And we're enjoying this, and I'm so happy for him. A lot of things that he's been through in his life. You know, he just lost his aunt a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, I'm just happy for him. He's like my little brother, and, you know, I mean, he really fought determined and fought great. I mean, you don't see this every day, so congratulations, brother. More wins to come.
Brian McIntyre, I'm happy for the kid, man. He's so determined. That's why we didn't hesitate to take the fight, because of how the training camp went. Good sparring, good swimming, good strength and conditioning. The mindset was nice. I mean, he told me after a month in training camp, "I'm ready, Bo." I said, "No, you're not. What do you want to see?" "I want to see them hands and feet working together." And y'all seen that tonight. How he just kept turning the guy, kept that jab in his face, kept that head movement. That's what I was looking for. And I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm going to be the first to tell y'all, he wanted to stop him. But I told him no, because that guy is still dangerous. It's not that I don't have confidence in him. We just stick to the game plan. And first, hey, he tells me, stick to the game plan, Bo. Stick to the game plan, man. Man, you got to go 18 minutes straight in the pool. Man, stick to the game plan. And it paid off, man. I'm happy for you, man. Right.
Hey there, from Omaha, Nebraska, so tomorrow morning before I leave from China, I'm calling Warren Buffett up, and I ask him maybe he wants to become my co-promoter for a fight in Omaha, Nebraska.
402 and out, man.
Thank you.
Well, you saw a brutal fight tonight. It was so brutal. The commission did the right thing. Both fighters were ordered forthwith to go to the hospital, so they will not be attending the press conference. I hope you understand, but I think the commission was very wise to take that precautionary step. So I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank...
You're lucky here, Bob. Can we ask you a question?
Yes, sure.
Don't get out of here so quick. You got to earn your money. So, I guess, you know...
You want.
And you may need Warren Buffett to pay these guys to fight free. But what is your thought on breaking? Do you give them an interim fight in between, or do you think their immediate rematch again would be the right?
You see, my first inclination, and of course we want to pick it out, was that they should fight, each fight another fight. No tune-up fights, real fights. Because these two fights are classics that they have. You don't have to do it right away. You can wait, they can each fight somebody, earn great purses, because they're both big stars now, nobody lost tonight. And then have them fight, or maybe they each fight two different guys. Eventually, one thing you know you know, as much as you know that the sun is coming up tomorrow morning, is they will fight again. Now, that being said, when they'll fight again, interim fights and so forth, we'll be deciding that in the months to come. Well, Denver, Colorado, you remember, we've had experience in Denver. We had a kid, Cameron was the manager, named Stevie Johnson, and we did tremendous gates in Denver with Stevie Johnson. And one thing Denver has that most cities don't have is they have loads of really first-class arenas. They had that Magnus Center, I remember, and the Pepsi Center. So, and they have more than, you know, so it's not that difficult to get a venue in Denver. And certainly it's a possibility, and that may very well be one of the motivating factors in having them each fight other opponents, because I know Mike told me that his dream was to defend the title back in Denver.
And Bob, to follow up, two other questions. First of all, can you comment on the second round, and how does the second round, off the top of your head, rank with some of the great rounds?
Second round, in truth, was the best round that I have seen since the round one in Hagler Hearns. It was a better round than either of the two rounds of Timmy's fight with Provodnikov, because those were more one-sided rounds. Provodnikov clearly won both of those rounds. But this second round was a classic. One guy won, the other guy was ahead. It was another fight more recent, was one of those Morales-Pereira fights where it went like that in a round. But this was gotta be maybe next with Hagler Hearns, the first round, the best round I've ever seen.
And then my last question for you, Bob, is there anything to this over the last few months, even today? You know, Golovkin had an unbelievable knockout. I don't know if you had a chance to see it. And, you know, you had the great fight here. Last week you had Timmy Bradley and you had Pacquiao Marquez. All of a sudden you're making the matches that people wanted to see, and you're getting the kind of results that the fans want to see. Why do you think that is?
Well, fans want to see. Fans want to see action, and they want to see exciting fights. That's what the fans want to see. Now, some people who are involved in boxing want to sign fighters and have them fight tomato cans and have networks pay to show those fights, and it goes on and on and on. But that's not what the fans want. The fans want Bradley and Provodnikov. Lou DiBella is going to be doing a fight a little later this year with Golovkin against Macklin. Now, I'm a promoter. I love boxing. But that fight I would pay to see. I mean, that's going to be a hell of a fight. So I think that it's not only us at Top Rank. I think that other promoters who don't have a sinecure from a particular network also have that type of mentality. So I think it's great news for boxing fans, because we're going to give them competition. God damn, you see some of these games in March Madness where in the last 4 seconds somebody sinks a basket and wins the game, and it's like a nail biter right to the end. Well, that's why fans love to watch it. Fans love to watch boxing if it's exciting, if it's competitive, and not if it's appearance fights. Now, for years, we were fed a steady diet of this kid Berto with guys that nobody remembers their names. That cost millions of dollars to one of the networks. And what did they get from it? Guts. And what did their subscribers get? with the finger. And some guy who used to be in the music business raped HBO and hoodwinked the public, and that hopefully now is over. Except maybe the network that gives out Cinecubes. But they're second, so who cares about that? Nobody watches them anyway.
Bob, two questions really quickly. With Rios Alvarado too and Bradley Provannikov, would you say that this month was one of the better months your company has had? And then, what are your thoughts on Husker De La Hoya tweeting minutes before Rios Alvarado started that he canceled his HBO subscription?
Well, that's Oscar is absolutely, you know, one of the brainiest guys that I've ever known, and he probably did it while he was putting on those kind of leggings.
Oh shit! Come on, Bob. Come on.
No, I really mean it. Who the hell is Oscar De La Hoya? I mean, he's a moron. Wow.
There goes Garcia. What's his name? There goes Morris.
Well, I didn't see enough, but Fernando Beltran was raving about him, and he looked terrific, and we're going to see a lot more of him, because he could very well be another star. But it's hard to, you know, the knockout was a one-round knockout. He fought a very good guy, and but obviously they're very high hopes for him.
Could you believe 5 hours flying, 5 hours waiting in the airport?
That shit's funny, dude.
Well, 5 hours or so. I'm going to 15 hours tomorrow on a plane to go to China, where I can't even understand what the billboards say.
Carlos Gutierrez from Peninsula de you told me 2 days ago when I asked you your opinion about Miguel Berchel that you have heard from him about being the new big thing of boxing.
Yes, that's correct.
From Mexico.
But that was from Fernando Beltran, who's a promoter like me, so you can't believe us. I don't believe him. You guys don't believe me. So.
But anyway, you saw him today a little bit, you know, less than 2 minutes.
Hopefully, so what I saw couldn't have been better. So let's see some more. Hopefully we have other cards and so forth, and I know that we'll be using him in the future.
Will he have any more chances here in the States, maybe in Vegas?
Yeah, sure. Yes, but then, you know, we have cities in the United States other than Vegas. They're good. We have a lot of Texas cities, San Antonio, a lot of Mexicans.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you all for coming. They want me off before I say anything.
Are we saying that